Hello Cancer, welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot and welcome to your reading. Today we are doing the monthly reading. It's for the month of March and let us see what March has in store for Cancer. These are the two cards for the first week. The energy can always has the potential of overlapping. Some energy will can linger on longer, some can be for very short time, but this is roughly I'm setting the intention for a week. So that's your first week, second week, third week, and let me get one for the end of the month. All right, Cancer, let us begin your reading. Just let me check if I'm getting all the cards correctly. Yeah. Okay, so in the first week of March, we have the giraffe, which is the foresight card, and the horse, the freedom card. Okay, let's ask the tarot for some guidance. It's definitely, in the first week, Cancer, it's time to move forward with certain things. Okay, Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, for you, Cancer, see, you're working hard, okay, no doubt, but this is, the kind of returns you're looking for, what you want to get from your work, whether it is the recognition, whether it is, getting that big money, whether it is getting some kind of a reward, some kind of a return. I think that is taking some time, but you should not give up on that just because it is taking time. I feel it is taking time because with the giraffe and the foresight card, you do know that you know where this is going, but wherever it is going and wherever and whatever is the end result is not yet coming. But if in case you feel that you need to make some changes, you need to improvise, you need to let go of something, you need to add in something, trust your intuition, trust your feeling. If your feeling tells you, if your intuition tells you that you need to go ahead with a certain changes, or you need to put in a little more, by all means do that. If you get advice from somebody and it rings true with the way you are looking at things, the way you feel about it, because with the Queen of Cups it's all about intuition, your psychic abilities, as well as your a certain feeling of knowing this is working and I should be doing this and I should move ahead with that. So a little bit of even help coming from outside, suggestions coming from outside, you have the choice to follow them or no, but you also have this intuitive feeling, you're a vibe telling you that yes, this seems to be right, this seems to be good. You need to continue putting in and building up things. Right now I think a little more effort and time and ideas are required to build something even further. So be patient, Cancer, in the first week, and be open to suggestions, be open to ideas, see how they can fit in, see how they can work. And if you feel so, I think all of you will feel that something or the other is coming your way which you need to incorporate in the work you are doing. And you can also somehow add up and see the long-term benefit of it. So here it is saying, you have the choice, you're free to add, incorporate it and add it to your own work. Something is going to come about which is going to make you feel that yes, this is the thing I also need. And then I think you can move with that. There is a possibility that it can work well for you. So be open to all of that in the first week. In the second week, we have the Bear card of boundaries, stand your ground, and the Lion, which is the courage card, ask for what you want. The Eight of Cups, King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So far your reading is all about emotions and work, pentacles and work. You know, like this the first week energy, the first week cards are telling you that there are things which are coming your way, and you have the choice, you have the option to incorporate them or no. And you also have a far-sighted vision with respect to whatever it is that you're doing, right? So in the second week, you need to also see, not get here, it is your intuition telling you what is going to be good for me, what is going to be good for my project, what is going to be good for my work. But in the second week, I see that you need to be a lot more practical with other people, whoever is giving you or offering you the suggestion, ideas, or a new input. Don't get swayed by your emotions, as in you might know the person very well, you might have a good you might have good compatibility with them, you might be friends with them, there could be an emotional connect as well. But given that emotional connect, you should know, just don't take their advice and incorporate that just because you have that emotional bond with them. You need to be a lot more practical, not get swayed by the emotions that if I say no to them they might feel bad. No, it is like I said, the pentacles are so prominent in your reading right now, Cancer. You have to be more focused on what is going to be good for your work. Where are you spending your time and where are you spending your effort? It should be worth the while rather than the relationship or the friendship or the emotional connect. So you need to be brave and ask all your doubts and everything you have a confusion about or you are unclear about. And then you also need to stand your ground that if it's not working, if it is not adding up for you, you need to stand up and say no, that this is not working, and there is going to be something that you will need to turn your back on, because it's not a sound, viable, practical decision. Don't go based on your emotions, it's going to harm your work. You need to be brave and courageous to tell, to let go of that advice and not get not get into that loop of how they are going to feel just because you have rejected something which has come from them. But if it is not working for you, it's not working for your business, it's not working for your job, it's not working for your health, it's not adding to whatever you're working on, then you need to put emotions aside and focus on being practical, right? So that is where you need to stand up and tell yourself that no, this is my boundary, and you have suggested something for me, but beyond this you cannot come in, or beyond this I'm not going to entertain you just because we have this emotional connect. No, there's certain things, if your fence is getting threatened, you're not going to let people come in and trample all over your property, right? You have to ensure, and they need to respect the fence you have put up. So because you can't jeopardize your property, you can't jeopardize your wealth, your well-being just because somebody feels like trampling over it. It's just an analogy, but that's the point I'm trying to make as far as the second week goes. You need to stand up and say no when it is required, right? Third week, we have the Lizard card of Dream Time. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. You have the Two of Wands. You need to take the next step. You and another person need to be looking in the same direction. I think there is some kind of a second person stepping in as far as your work goes or something that you do. Five of Swords and the Star. Cancer, given the cards, I don't feel, I mean, it's not that I don't feel, I do feel. What I do feel is that the suggestion coming from somebody could initially sound very good, could be very appealing, but I think in the long run, it's not really what, it's not going to be very good for you, because you need to start looking out, because I think you will realize that this has not been a good choice for you right from the beginning. But like I said, the emotional connect you have with the person, giving a little weightage to that, you probably entertained a suggestion, entertained an idea, but by the third week it'll be quite clear that that is not good for you or for your business or for your work or for your health. Pentacles is also about your health as well as your time. If they suggest that suggestion comes that why don't you start investing some time and money into XYZ, but in the third week you will realize, rather you'll start getting the hint in the second week that maybe it's not the right thing to do, but third week it is very clear. You will realize that this is not a very good choice and you should cut your losses and get out of this situation and get out of this option which has come towards you, and focus on the future. I think you need to drop it completely, because in due course, by the third week you will realize that this is not very viable, this is not very good, and maybe the other person could have their own interests, right, more than yours, in their mind. They could probably be seeing what they can gain, and maybe it was a little loaded in their direction and not so much as in yours. So just be very, very careful about that. I mean, you'll figure it out in the third week, but if you're watching the reading, things will play out. Initially you might feel that this is good, but it's all going to clarify, and you need to look at new avenues in the third week. Towards the end of the month of March, Cancer, we have the Elephant. It's the card of resolve. You will overcome any obstacles. It's all about being determined and being resolute. Okay, let's see. Not giving up. You got the Eight of Swords here. Nine of Wands and the Dreamer. It's time to begin anew, right? Don't keep waiting for some of you still might feel that I need to, should I not, but continue with whatever the other person has suggested. But I think in the fourth week of March, that you need to leave something behind. Like though it says protect what you have created, be prepared, never give up, but you do need to give up your association with somebody whose ideas were really not in the best of interest. So whatever you have built up, whatever you have made for yourself, just don't jeopardize it, don't risk it based on somebody else's input. Your mind will become very clear about the kind of offers they made, the kind of options they gave you, their interest and their well-being towards you and your work. All of that confusion, all of that illusion, you'll come out of it, you will realize that they were more for themselves and not so much for you. However, it can also be that they do not have a bad intention, but it's just that idea isn't very sound. You will realize that it's really not coming, they may not have thought of it very deeply, they might not have seen all aspects of it, it just might have sounded appealing in the beginning, but as you went along you realize that it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. Second, third week will make you see that. Then in the fourth week you will realize that their idea or their suggestion was really not worthy of incorporation, right? And maybe it was just from just the top of their head, but really lacked the depth analysis of success. And now you need to be pretty much on your own minus them or their ideas, but don't give up what you have done. You need to go solo with that, but at least it will be clear that how you stand with that person and how their suggestions are, and be wary of that in the future. Okay, but you don't give up, you keep doing your own work, your solo work, Cancer. Okay, so with that I wrap up your reading. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.